Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video is a little bit different than my normal videos. As you can see by the title, my husband and I are expecting a little one. Yay! We are so excited and so thrilled, and I'm excited to actually share this journey with you. So I want you all to stay tuned for the very end because I will insert a clip of my live reaction when I actually took my pregnancy test. So I am going to still do my review videos, but like I said, I want to share this with you guys, this experience and my entire journey. Just a little background. My husband and I have been married for 7 years, and this is our first child. So words cannot express how excited we are and what the journey is going to be like going forward. So we're thrilled about that. So I found out I was pregnant February the 21st. That was an amazing day for me. But the symptoms were there prior to that day. The first symptom that I experienced was nausea. The nausea was something very different for me because I had never experienced nausea, but I didn't think nothing of it either because my husband and I we weren't planning on, or we weren't trying to conceive at that time. We knew that we were going to eventually have a baby, but it's just at that time we weren't planning on having a baby. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't counting days, or I wasn't taking anything. It's just God had different plans for us. So he decided to bless us at this very moment with a little bundle of joy on the way. So the second symptom that I experienced was headaches. I had bad headaches every single night, and that was just kind of different for me because I really never get headaches. So I was taking medicine not knowing, but yeah, the medicine wasn't helping. And then I started to experience, and this was all like going together, like the nausea, the headaches. The next symptom was breast tenderness. I did not know. I knew I fell off, but I still did not put it together that I could have been pregnant. Now, at that time, also, it wasn't time for me to start my cycle. So that wasn't even, I didn't think nothing of it because that was the beginning of January, and I usually don't start my cycle until the end of January. So, I still didn't think anything of it. I was just going along the days, taking medicine. I really thought that I had the C word. I don't want to say it, but that's what I thought I had. But it wasn't that. I took a test. It wasn't that. So we just said, well, we'll see how you feel. Just don't worry too much about it, because I tend to overthink things. So comes fast forward to the end of January, when the time frame of my cycle is supposed to begin. I noticed that a couple of days prior to when it usually starts, and it starts like clockwork every single month. It's been like clockwork. So I noticed a couple of days prior that I was cramping, which was normal. I always cramp a little bit before I start. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to start, everything is fine. I didn't even think nothing of it. But so I took, when I have those cramping sensations, I take Midol. So I took some Midol, and by the way, with all this medicine I was taking, once I found out, I was like, oh my gosh, I felt horrible, taking this stuff, but I just didn't know. So it comes to the time where I'm supposed to start. It doesn't come. So I'm like, okay, didn't it come? I waited the next day. It got till the very end of January the 31st, and it's still, January had left and gone. It was February, the beginning of February, and I hadn't started yet. So I still waited a while just because I was like, well, let me just see. And my husband didn't even think nothing of it either. I was like, let me just see, in February if I'm gonna start. And then, if I don't, then maybe I was thinking maybe I need to go to the hospital or something. I just didn't know. So anyway, February gets here, and I'm still having symptoms. I'm still like not feeling myself. I would try to work out. I would be exhausted, shortness of breath, just everything. I'm like, I am feeling totally off. This is just not myself. Also, one thing I noticed is I love coffee, but I started to not even like coffee. My husband would fix me coffee before work, and I wouldn't drink it at all. Like, coffee was getting disgusting to me. I just could not stand it. And this very day now, I still cannot um, stand coffee. Like, I just don't want it. I don't have a taste for it. So anyway, so then my husband started to say to me, you know what? Maybe you need to take a pregnancy test. And I'm like, okay, we can do that. So fast forward, we go to the store, buy the pregnancy test, and results come back. Yes, I'm pregnant. So that was, like I said, one of the best days of my life. I had been, I've always wanted to have a baby, and my husband also. So when I saw that, it was so emotional, like such a blessing to me to know that I have a little life inside of me growing, and it just feels so great. I can feel movements and everything. It's just a wonderful, wonderful experience. So, like I said, you guys, I am going to insert the clip of when I found out I was pregnant. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I am going to share my journey and some updates with you all, along with still doing my regular videos. So thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you all in the next video.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
This is something we can use. This is something that would make things better, make things easier. That's a big metric for us.
That was Adrian Mayfield reporting. Coming up, we've all seen self-driving cars, but what about a self-driving commercial truck? When we return, we'll have more on how the combination